Get these things on in.
You see, I want to live my life in the overflow.
Want to have more than enough.
Check this out.
Hey.
Well, it's time for me to start to elevate. Been down too long, time to graduate. Mount up my wings like an eagle, you see. Turn all my dreams to reality. Ain't nothing on this earth gonna hold me back from my heart desires. He promised that if I have faith, if I believe, faith the size of a mustard seed. I want to be blessed, to be a blessing. Prosperous life, no more stressing.
Y'all loosen up, man. This thing started, man.
Hey. You keep blessing me in every session. I got to do something with this life you give.
Yeah.
It's for me, that's where I wanna live.
As long as I got God on my side.
The hater just
gonna let me fly.
Yes, I am. In the overflow. In the overflow.
I wanna be blessed when I come, blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow?
Living. Yes, I am. In the overflow. In the overflow. I'm blessed when I go. Don't you wanna live in the overflow? Living. Oh, yes, I am. In the overflow. In the overflow.
Hey, old school. Go old school on y'all one time. Hey. What we doing today? In the overflow. In the overflow. Hey.
See, we got to speak that thing into existence.
Speak it into existence.
Because it's gonna happen.
You gotta believe it.
You gotta believe it.
In your mind. And in your soul.
So you gotta repeat this after me.
Hey.
Say what you say. So you can say what you heard. I wanna be living.
Who wanna live in the overflow? Hey.
And I'm gonna live. Come on, you repeat after me. Come on, say. I wanna be living. And I'm gonna live in the overflow. I wanna be living.
All right, y'all. That's enough. That song right there is called Overflow by yours truly, man, RL. And you can get it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, CD, baby. You can get that thing. Yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all go there to get that song. And y'all make me rich, man. Y'all come on, let make me rich, man, so we can all come up together. Yeah, don't talk about it right there, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to get this thing started, man. Today, man, we're going to talk about a lot of things today, man. First, we're going to talk about this Supreme Court justice pick that they got to make, man. And first, the Republicans said a president who's going into the end of his term and going to another election year, we ain't going to pick nobody. We ain't going to leave that alone. But now, they say, we got to get this one in now, man. We got to get this one in, man. So they don't tell you turn on that thing, y'all. And we're going to talk about that vaccine. I know Jermaine ready to get that vaccine. I know Charles ready for that vaccine. I know Charisma ready for that vaccine. See, cause y'all gonna stand in line like y'all that Popeye chicken line when they getting out the sandwich. Black folk gonna be in line like that Popeye chicken sandwich line. Just can't wait to get that vaccine. But right about now, y'all tuned into Overflow, the Everyday People Show, the show where folks like who, me and you, get to come on and do what? Chop it up. Hey, if you want to join the show, just drop your email and I'll send y'all the link because this is the only show where the people get come on and chop it up with us, man. This is the Everyday People Show. This ain't my show. This is your show. I'm just the moderator. But right now, let me bring these guests in, man. Let me bring my co-host in, man. I see my boy Charisma. He over there looking like he real busy. What's up, dog? What's going on?
What's up, bro? I'm in here.
What's going on with you, man?
Rest in peace, RBG. Huh?
I like that shirt, man. What you got on the
Oh yeah, you know, just this municipal waste, man. It's a pump band.
Dude, that look like Trump.
It is Trump.
What Trump doing on your shirt? What you doing?
Huh?
Oh, I see. You turning on Trump?
I'm not turning on.
You turned on your boy, man?
That's just what municipal waste is.
All right, let me bring that boy. Let me bring that boy JV in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? What going on, man?
What up? What up?
Doing all right, man?
How y'all Falcon fans doing after yesterday?
Hey, man.
On Sunday.
Hey, but the Saint law yesterday, so it kind of eased it a little bit. Cause one thing, hey, the Saint laws. Hey, look, you want to talk about sports today, don't you? Look, we can talk about that. We can talk about that in the second half, man. We can talk about that in the second half of the show, man. We can talk about that. I know you ready to get on us, man.
Oh,
right now,
hey,
I see a new guest, man. I'm gonna introduce
Charles,
him, man. Charles Trueville. Charles, what going on, dog?
What's happening with you, big homie?
Man, you ready to chop this thing up, man?
Yeah, man. It's Charles. It's Trevella. You could just call me True.
True. Then I'm gonna call you True. I'm gonna call you True, man. You want me to call you True? I'm gonna call you True, bro.
How y'all
We good, man. We good, man.
I like this setup here.
Hey, man, that what's up, man. We just gonna chop it up, man, about some everyday things, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got something you want to talk about? Hey, we can chop it up, man. It don't matter to me, man, because this is your show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is your show, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna start like this, like with that vaccine, though, right? Man, listen, I'm not taking any vaccine. They're rushing this situation. A lot of people not using like a scientific mind when they even considering taking it. Or I see the commercials asking for volunteers and things like that. And I'm gonna share this experience where this pandemic where I couldn't get. I had a lot of vitamins, but I collect plants and herbs, medicinal herbs. Been learning this since I was young. I dehydrate food and things like that. But so I took a whole lot of tea bags. I seen that South Africa was using some kind of medicinal herb medicine, like a tea concoction, and they was passing it out. And I'm better with that. I'm cool with that, with using the plants and things and how to extract them. So my whole family was sick. We were sick at one time, and it never happened like that ever in our life since I've been with my wife 15 years. So I took a lot of tea bags and a lot of medicines that I went and collected myself, and I concentrated them down. And for 3-4 days, I was just giving my whole family this. We all sick. My son has 102 fever. And so this might be a little controversial. So, no, I'm not going to take a vaccine, but I'm going to tell you the truth, what I did, and it healed my family. So on the fifth day, I was nervous. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I didn't want to go to the hospital because I felt like I was going to ground zero and I would be putting myself in danger. But on his 5th day of making this concoction, my son was not coming out of the fever. And I mixed it with some tequila. All right. And he got up. I gave it to my wife, to my son, to both of my children, and they got up within 10 minutes and the fever was gone and broken. Now, I don't know if we had corona, and I wasn't trying to hurt my children by giving them a small milliliter of alcohol mixed with concentration of vitamin C. The knowledge I had of it, that we used to use alcohol to extract some of the properties out of medicine. So, so the whole theory was like, if you put a lot of oranges in tequila, it would extract the vitamin C, and you now have a medicine that's not used for recreation at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And my son told his teacher that. And
man.
Yeah, my son told his substitute teacher that on the last day of summer school. And that brought DCF to my house. And I was hurt. I was scared. I thought I was going to lose my children. But the whole time I was thinking I saved their life. Now, I'm not saying I saved their life. God saved their life. I'm going to leave it like that, right? But for real, it was just like I gave him the medicine and God just touched them. Boom. And, everything's fine now. I still have DCF and things. And I'm an active father. We do a lot of outdoor type things. And my children are nervous. They don't want to go outside because of Corona. They don't even want to go to the store and things like that. Long story is like, I would not take that vaccine. I'm not going to guinea pig my family for it. I don't take flu virus. Anytime I ever had a flu shot, I got extremely sick. And I don't,
Yeah, I stopped taking the flu shot on my job too, because I kind of got like, I was sick for like a whole week, and I was feeling some kind of way. I didn't feel like I was myself. I felt different. You know what I'm saying? I haven't taken the flu shot in a minute, man. But let me bring our last co-host in, man. My boy Fitz, man.
Okay.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
What up, fellas?
I did this show because of the video I heard you talking about the other day. So I said, I think Fish really want that vaccine, man. I think he ready.
I just want to say this, guys. My boy right there, True, man. That's my homie. We grew up together. We were real close. We fam. I grew up with his other cousin too. So that's how we all came to fam. We from the same.
I know you since I was like 7 years old.
Yeah, since 7.
Hey man, I'm glad everybody all right now, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Hey man. Hey, thank God that everybody recovered.
Yeah.
From whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody recovered. He's a real deep guy, man. Like I say, he deals with his own herbs and vitamins. He go out and cultivates his land,
mushrooms, all type.
He grows stuff, and he's a welder, a producer, all that, man. So he want to be. He said he'll be a good attribute to the show. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
This the Everyday People show, man.
I want to add one more thing though, because I don't think it's being heard. Okay, so last year my coronavirus thing, it started last year for me when I took my son to the park, and we was going to the park and metal detecting all these different parks, and I'm finding a lot of change. And one day I didn't do it, and on that day he got stuck by a syringe. So he's screaming, crying. I look down, I see him bleeding. He's bleeding out his knee from a needle. And I get him to the hospital, and they give us Truvada. They gave us all these medications that I went and filled. These medications was $2,700+ just for one bottle of Truvada. You know what I mean? And so I was even as like a taxpayer, the hurt that the money that it takes to even deal with people with HIV. And it made me think about HIV and how people that's been walking around maybe scared of the common cold already, like maybe what they going through. You know what I mean? Because we have immune systems, and they already been dealing with this. So we went out and we picked up, me and my son, he's 8, we picked up 400 needles in our community. And within a quarter mile, I picked up 400 syringes.
Dirty needles?
Yes.
Were you in Atlanta? You here in Atlanta?
No, sir. I'm from Atlanta in Adamsville. I'm born and raised in Adamsville. I live in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So I went to a place that gives people clean needles for dirty needles. And they had never did a pickup. They never walked the streets and picked up needles. And I got them to do that. And the mayor here offered my son in person. He said, I'm going to give you a certificate of bravery. His name Mayor Serrano. He's never given my son that certificate. We have not yet to get that certificate. But since then, I've been preparing even more with vitamins and nutrition and how I was feeding my children. So I'm not taking the vaccine. I dehydrate vegetables and medicine, and I put it in a spaghetti. So your eggplant and your asparagus, your broccoli, all of that, I dehydrate it and powder it. And you just put it in your food so they get that extra nutrition. And that's how I've been preparing, keeping ourselves healthy.
That's dope.
You know, and that's the type of stuff I like to share. So, you know, I am into politics. I don't know who they're going to pick. I seen it was DBG, the woman name, and she just died from cancer.
RBG. Yeah, Ruth. Yeah.
You know, I didn't have time to like look that up and talk about that or anything, but
don't waste your time, bro.
Yes, I hear you. I think they're gonna fast forward and try to get somebody down. They're gonna sway.
Ain't nothing to her.
That's what they're gonna do, man.
Trump didn't like women anyway. That woman was empowering women, so her out the way is better for him.
Don't fall for that though, bro. She's part of the LGBTQ community. Nothing against that community, but the way our people propped her up, like she did amazing stuff for black people. She ain't did shit for us.
I mean, she fought for the liberal agenda. I mean, you know, she was fighting for the liberal agenda.
But that and that's the trick. See, all black people say, "Oh, that's liberal. Oh, they for us." Nah, liberal don't mean they just for you.
Yo, no, it's not just for us. Under the liberal tent. You got the gay community. You got the Latino community. See, all is up under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So liberal mean they fight for gay rights and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
They fight for everybody's rights except for us. So it don't matter.
But let me say this. Let me say this about that. We're the only one who's not standing up for our own damn rights.
That's bullshit.
We're the only one who's not standing out front.
That is the most bullshit statement I ever heard in my life. Our leaders have been murdered for us wanting to do shit. And we still don't get shit.
And we progress.
Hey,
and when we
progress shit.
And ML Kingdom got progress when they did what they did.
Rob, what have we got? And we ain't got shit. We have nothing.
Hey.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Dude, we couldn't even vote back then. And
when we vote now, we don't get shit.
We couldn't even vote back then. You know why? Because now we don't damn vote.
That's what heard this. Oh my God. Wait a minute, Rob.
We fought for the right to vote.
If black women are the largest voting demographic, that doesn't make any sense.
Dude, we fought for the right to vote. But now we don't damn vote.
That is a bullshit statement when you look at the numbers. Fucking Pan-African women in America are the largest voting demographic in America. That's a bullshit statement. Bottom line is,
but you see what you did.
We don't get shit.
You see what you did. You didn't talk about the black men. You went to the black women. You didn't say nothing about the black men. You didn't say the black men. You said the black women.
Voting demographic is our fucking race. The point is, it don't matter. We ain't get shit then. We ain't got shit now. Nothing has fucking changed. Not a fucking thing.
So what we gonna do? Give up? It's over. So we done.
It's not about giving up. The point is,
no.
Like this.
The struggle continue. The struggle continue, bro.
That hurts the fuck out of me. Fam, we have not gotten shit in this country since we got here, and we so fucking used to it, we desensitized to the shit.
Yes,
motherfucker get shot. Motherfucker get shot in your fucking face. Guess what? That's normal. We don't get shit from the fucking country. That's normal.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
We got the right to vote. That's normal. Like, we supposed to have the right to vote.
Fuck.
Hey, and the funny thing is, they vote on this shit every 25 years, whether we should still have the right to vote as black people. But nobody ever says that.
Matter of fact, Jermaine just brought up a great point. Rob, you just brought up our right to vote. Did you happen to forget that fucking hobbit-looking motherfucker who was the DA Attorney General first, Sessions? Did you know that they gutted that shit? There's so many motherfuckers that can't vote right now as soon as Trump took fucking office. My point is, we live in a fucking country where we are not fucking human. It was in the beginning, and it's right fucking now. The only reason why we get the little bit that we get is because we spend money. That's it.
And that goes to my point. You know why they're changing all the laws. They turning back the time. They making America great again because they winning elections. They winning elections, bro.
Well, if they cheated,
they winning elections.
The last election using this digital way, now they got everybody scared to go outside, and you got to use some election. It's even easier to have.
Jerome, hold up. Let me, because I like to bring receipts. So now I'm looking at the statistics, the polling statistics. 80% of black men voted for Hillary Clinton. 80%.
Nah, so they was in jail. They convicted felons. They might have voted, but did it?
Nah, bro. Nah, he bringing real numbers. Trust me, he bringing real numbers.
These are stats. 88% of black people voted for Hillary Clinton.
It's 80% of all the black men who voted. You gotta say that now.
That was 8 guys.
80% of all the black men who voted for Hillary Clinton. But it was a lot of black men who didn't vote at all.
but listen to what I'm saying. This you're missing the point.
He still won.
If 88% voted for Hillary Clinton, then who voted for Trump?
The
See,
computer.
Jermaine, I think you're quoting that wrong. I think you meant to say 88% of all black men who voted. Just they talking about the men who voted. People who voted. 88% of those who voted.
Show me 10 black guys.
88% of all the black men who voted, she would have won. That's why Abrams didn't win. Because you know how many black people didn't vote?
No. Now that's the most bullshit statement in the world. The reason why Stacey Abrams didn't win is because Brian Kemp was also the fucking Attorney General, Secretary of State, and he suppressed votes. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Stop it.
But this is what I'm saying. And this is what I keep saying. I keep harping on. Charisma keep harping on. We have a broken system. If 80% of us, they keep pushing this agenda saying, oh, we need black people. They got all our celebrities saying you got to go out and vote. Migos to turn their song into "Walk It to the Polls" and all kind of stuff. Because they know we love this damn shit. So they want us to go out and vote, but we ain't the ones that put Trump in. They said we got to get Trump out. We ain't put him in. 63% of white men voted for Trump. 58% of white people voted for Trump. That's 70% white voted for Trump. We did not put him in. So why is it up to us for us to get him out? Why is it up to the black people, the black community, to put him out if we didn't put him in?
I think them numbers wrong because people don't even do their census.
Are
you even counting the people correctly?
I can send you to the web. I can put the link to the website in here, bro.
If you all in jail, you ain't filling no census out. You ain't voting. It's so in the numbers. I don't even see people trying to do this like a census.
But you can't count the people. You can't count the people in jail. They only count as the population. They don't count as the
count when they come out. But I'm saying it's people on the street still that don't even do a census. So you saying 80% of a number. You never actually calculated how many people here. Like you a minority, right? But I don't think you a minority. I think that shit's just number fuck. You just fucking around with numbers that makes one time they make you think you a lot of people, then you a minority. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let me put this out. I'm not
sure how to say that, but yeah.
Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Why didn't she become president?
Because they cheated. They pencil whipped you with the computer.
No, brother. They didn't. Y'all got to quit going with this narrative that they talking about they cheated in Russia and all this kind of stuff. No.
It's Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica is the white dude standing there and he has 5,000 points of data on every citizen through Facebook.
This is why we have the Electoral College.
He was his right-hand man. He was standing next to the guy that owns all your face. Everything we saying, this motherfucker got it right now. So you believe by using this stream. It ain't no secrets with him. He know how to manipulate it because he's selling this data to other people to manipulate.
So you believe Russia?
No, the video they showed was not Russia. That was inside of Cambridge Analytica. They was in Texas. It's just a company that collects information, and he was the manager with Trump. He was one of Trump's managers helping to even his campaign. So this is a fat dude that's helping in the campaign that told he got
Fam, I'm not going to deny anything that you're saying, but guess what? When we go around this circle and keep saying the same shit, we still gonna be in the same fucking position that we've been in since the very beginning, because it ain't been one fucking president that has ever lived in the United States that have ever done anything specifically for our people. That's a fucking fact. That's a fucking fact. And if I'm about to make everybody mad who watching this motherfucking show. I'll make everybody mad.
I'm with it.
The craziest shit about this, it's a commercial out there with Donald Trump saying, I've done more for black people since Abraham Lincoln. Guess what? He ain't fucking lying. That's the sad part. The sad part is that orange racist motherfucker who don't give a fuck about nobody unless you making him money. As far as him doing something specifically For us, he's done more. It's the craziest shit I ever seen. But because motherfuckers are so blinded by all this shit going on,
what's some of the stuff he did for us?
Fam, I'm not gonna mention it because I'm not gonna give the motherfucker kudos. Go check yourself. If you go check yourself, you're gonna see, oh shit, he's actually done something. I'm gonna say this again.
That man hurt me more than he hurt. I bet you he hurt me more than he helped me any day.
Specifically, he's done more than any other fucking. And that's
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he did.
Okay, go check it out.
He did nothing. He ain't did nothing. He said he did something, but he ain't did nothing.
Go check it out. I'm gonna let everybody, since everybody has a problem with that statement and believing it.
I ain't got to check out nothing that ain't there. And
don't talk about it. Don't talk about
him
hurt me more than he ever helped me. That's
hold on. You might have helped me about what you just said now. Tell me specifically what Donald Trump has done to hurt you. Give me something specific that he's done.
Oh, well, it's the way he handles the country. When he plays a group,
he lied about the coronavirus.
Specifically against you. Tell me what he's done.
Nothing. He has not walked into my home and actually assaulted or did nothing to me. But the effects of him, how he run his mouth, is made a trickle down effect on all different things in my life. Even just the dumb shit he say on TV got me in the arguments.
And people don't understand that.
I can't even talk to people no more. You know, it's hard.
But y'all get so y'all triggered by Trump and what he says, but not triggered by the system that made Trump. That's the shit that fucking damn gets me.
Why are we looking for him to give us some shit?
I'm not listening. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not looking for him to give me anything, but everybody, especially black people, are so triggered by, oh, Trump just runs his mouth and this and that, but they're not saying anything about the neoliberalism that the Democratic Party has been doing for the last 8 or 10 years. They're supposed to be for the people, but they move so fucking damn far to the right that they become corporatism. They become all they care about is corporate shit.
Okay. So
what policies have the Democratic Party put in place in the last 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years that has improved significantly for the black community? Name one.
Affirmative action.
I challenge you.
Affirmative action. I can't stand affirmative action is more for women than us.
Affirmative action. Said name one.
I know y'all be mad at me. I can't stand affirmative action.
Universal health care.
I can't stand
universal health care.
When did it pass?
Universal health care.
It's never passed.
Obama passed it. They told
no.
The Republican tore it down.
Care Act. He ain't passed no motherfucking universal.
That's it. Hey, that's it. That's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not.
The same thing, bro. The Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act. But who's tearing it down? Who tore it down? Donald Trump. The Affordable Care Act.
Robert, if we had universal health care, you wouldn't be getting a fucking bill when you go to the fucking damn doctor. The emergency.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unified that other countries don't pay nothing.
Obamacare ain't do shit but raise the fucking damn premiums where you can't afford the shit.
But you know why though, right?
Because he worked for the insurance company.
No, you know why?
He bought stocks in them.
You know why though, right?
Why?
Because Republicans didn't buy in. They did it on purpose so your premium can go up.
Bobby, do you know who came up with the Affordable Care Act?
The Harrises.
It was
Republicans. Exactly. Exactly. But you know what though?
Shit I've ever heard in my life.
But they didn't want the black man to get the kudos for it though. So they didn't like it. All of a sudden they didn't like it.
What the pharmaceutical companies made fucking billions of dollars. What the fuck?
So,
oh my god.
So a Republican wrote it, and then they put his name on it.
No, a Republican wrote it, and then fucking Obama took the same exact plan from Mitt Romney, who was the governor of Utah, the same exact fucking plan, and then it ended up passing, and it passed.
And they put his name on it.
In support from the beginning because there was no way it was going to pass. Remember, that's when the Republicans had the Congress and the fucking Senate, which also is a fact. That's why this shit. You know what? Let's go to the next topic, yo. Because this shit right here, it ain't worth it. Because this is the dumbest shit I've ever. I cannot believe you just said that the Affordable Care Act is the same thing as universal health care. That's some funny shit.
Obama first term, they had the Congress, Senate, in the White House.
And ain't a damn thing passed.
That's how he got it passed.
Right.
That was
one thing passed.
That was the biggest achievement. That was the biggest achievement in American history.
It didn't happen in his that right there.
History.
No. The Affordable Care Act did not pass in his first 2 fucking years.
Yeah, it was something he got rejected for everything. He was swatting that shit out.
They did not pass in his first 2 years.
Let me hit y'all with some more.
How did it pass then?
Let me hit y'all with some more information.
Okay.
So, like Jerome said, I've said it, Charisma said it. We haven't gotten in. We've been here for over 400 years, 500 years. We've been here longer than that. We know that, but with that, been here over 500 years, right? Nothing specifically for us, right? So Biden and Harris now have something specifically for Indian Americans.
Yeah,
that's part of their platform. So how do they get something specifically for them?
Like the casinos and shit and all.
No, not Native Americans. We talking about Indian Americans from India.
Oh, from India. Okay.
From her background, because she's part Indian.
Kamala Harris.
Oh, Kamala. Yeah. Okay.
So they're getting stuff specifically for them, and they ain't even made it to office yet, and they already touting that, saying, "Oh yeah, we coming out with this plan. If you want to see the receipts, I can send you the website where you can look it up for yourself." I love giving people websites.
You're the fact checker.
and matter of fact, it says this is the first time in history that a Democratic candidate has come out with an exclusive policy document for Indian Americans. The first time in history.
This shit's pissing me off hearing that.
The first time in history.
But truth, why should it piss you off? Because it's normal. It's
like this. I'm not normal. I read between the lines like you, bro. That shit twerk. It irks me. It irks me because if that's true,
it should hurt. It should hurt every so-called black American that when Kamala Harris got put in place, picked as vice president. Oh, we got to stand behind the sister just because she went to HBCU. Because she got the complexion that looks like us, but she don't give a fuck about black Americans because everybody in her staff is from Indian descent. She didn't pick out one black. She didn't pick Angela Rye. She didn't pick Nina Turner. She didn't pick nobody of ADOS descent. She picked Indian for her staff. That should tell you something right there.
When you go to the doctor, the lawyer, they be Indian.
Well,
man,
I'm gonna just say this. Let's
and they smart.
Let me just say this in all justification. Indian people are people of color. They do have melanin. They just got different hair texture. These people are people like us. We gotta understand that. We understand that.
Everybody said no.
I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to deny that.
People of the sun. They are people of the sun.
I would never deny what you're saying, Charisma. And I feel
separation. That's that separation.
No, but that's the thing. It's not the separation because the problem is, once again, fuck separation. My only question, not even a question because I already know the answer, but when the fuck can we, our people, actually be first alone without LGBT, without Indians, without anybody else? When the fuck can we be first and get what the fuck we want first without any type of, and the sad part is it's always been the same fucking way. We're always last.
Because nobody on the platform asks these people those questions and say why we can't be first. That's why I hate when a politician gets up there and use the words like African American and black. I don't like that because you don't address no other race by their color. They just people. Whenever you get a politician up there to use those words, I already know he a gimmick. When they go to my African American, I know he a gimmick because he ain't saying people. He calling you by definition of color. I hate that. I hate it. I don't like a firm. Go ahead, Jay.
But and you know this, they do this shit on purpose because they know if they say minority, that's grouping a whole bunch of other people. They'll say minority, people of color.
I don't like that. I don't like
They'll
that.
never say specifically ADO. They'll never say ADOS. You'll never get a politician say ADOS.
Never.
They'll say black,
Never.
people of color. They'll say minority.
And they never mention themselves.
What is ADOS? What's that? You say, can you hear me?
Say what now?
What's ADOS?
American Descendants of Slaves.
Oh, okay, appreciate it.
I'm gonna give you another term that you will never hear a politician say. Poor people. They always say middle class. They always say middle class. They never, ever. The only politician I've ever heard say poor people was Bernie Sanders. That's why I got respect for him. He the only one that ever said that shit. Everybody else, huh?
Biden said it when he said poor kids learn just as much as white kids. Remember he said that?
Y'all when he started saying y'all don't want to go back to slavery.
It's crazy as hell.
Y'all don't vote. Y'all don't go back to slavery. Y'all want to go back to slavery.
Here's something else that's going to piss y'all off. So the prime minister. How did you feel
about that? Robert, how did you feel about when Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you want to go back to slavery? Y'all gonna go back to slavery? If y'all
Who the fuck said that?
Biden said this.
No,
I didn't hear him say. I didn't hear him say that.
Oh, he said this.
But I'm not saying he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't say back in slavery. He said they're gonna put y'all back in chains. So pretty much slavery.
I said, why did he say something like that?
I mean,
it's the financial.
I mean, just like Trump made a post with a man hollering white power. Why would he do that?
Hold on, whoa. See,
I mean,
we ain't going tit for tat.
Look,
see, that's the problem. No tit for tat. We ain't doing no tit for tat.
No, my point is, both of them flawed.
Hey,
we got to pick from the runt of the litter. Both of them runts.
So America, the ruling class and elite and the wealthy and the politicians say, well, we can't afford to give reparations and do all this stuff for black people, right? So why did the Prime Minister of Canada just come out with a black agenda specifically for black people, black entrepreneurs, black business people?
Right.
$200 million they're putting into black entrepreneurs, black businesses. They're creating. So why all these other countries can do that, but except for the supposedly
because we're in a racist country. America is still racist to the core. America's still they ain't gonna never give you nothing. You gotta get out there and get it. You gotta get out there and take it.
Because they don't do it because we are in an oligarchy. If you don't know what oligarchy is, look it up. It's all about the ruling class working for the corporation. That's why the low working class people will never get anything in this country. Black, white, whatever.
Wait, okay, so any of you guys have a business, ever ran a business? Y'all ever talk about any kind of financial education? Because through all of this, I think, you know what I'm saying, we could people could be putting their money together and be buying their 40 acres and start actually showing up and voting. I'm just saying, like, this year, all I spent $75 and got a business license. I learned a bunch of stuff off of YouTube. I was just determined to get out of here. I live in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I got $17,000 and $17,500. I look like this. I went in the bank like this. I was scared. I learned it from YouTube. I paid my credit like 3 years, a little $25 a month. I got a business license, an EIN. I got the EIN free off the IRS website. I walked into a bank and said, they said, oh, we're not giving you no funding. Your business never sold nothing. I said, I know I ain't never sold nothing, but I ain't asking you for a loan. I'm asking you for business credit. I learned this secret. I'm going to do it again and again and again. My next thing I'm going to buy is an apartment building. My whole point of saying that all is that I thought it was impossible. I thought white folks weren't going to give me nothing. I found a way through educating myself. People even talk junk because I said I got it off YouTube, but it was knowledge. I'm sitting here with a lot of equipment I bought from that little bit of knowledge. I like to spread that because if they ain't going to give you them, the bank will give you some money. The bank will give you some money. You will. It's possible. And now my business failed. It was basically, I was going to vendor sports events. I bought licenses, bouncy houses, and welders. You know, nobody wanted shit welded. Nobody wanted to rent my bouncy house. all the sports events closed anyway. Yeah, that happened, but it ain't over. And
Change your do me a favor and change your vocabulary. Your business didn't fail. You gained experience.
yeah, hell,
Right.
yes, exactly.
You have to change your vocabulary. You can't talk like that. Always remember that.
Well, through that experience, I learned that it's a credit act where that if once your business or your personal credit hits to a creditor, you don't owe the creditor. You made a contract with Comcast. Say it's Comcast. You made a contract with Comcast. You owe them $100. They sell it to Charisma for $20. Your debt. When Charisma come and try to debt collect me, I have to dispute it, and I tell them I don't have a contract with you. So it's a law, and I'm swearing I deleted $5,000 already. So I'm telling y'all this because fuck what America give you. I did that shit. I went in the bank with tattooed face. I just got this. She probably thought I killed somebody or something. Thought my business wasn't real, but you know what I mean? The way to get those freedoms back, we might have to buy back America, like through finding ways to finance ourselves and put our money together.
Well, we're not going to be able to do that unless we have a true discussion about reparations.
That's buy it, man. Just buy it.
Well, we're the race. No, and what nobody talks about is the racial wealth gap in this country. You hear them talk about everything else except for the racial wealth gap in this country.
Right. This is the thing.
You can close it though.
This is the thing with reparating people of color, like the Nubian people. Of course, like the indigenous people, like I said, I have in my family. You have to be a pure bloodline, right? Now, you got a lot of mixed people with black blood in them in the country. It's more mixed people than indigenous people, period. Like you at least got to have 10% of black blood in order to get reparations if you wanted to, if you're a mixed person. You know what I'm saying? And we have that. We got a lot of mixed children, like throughout my family. So they're gonna say, well, how are we gonna reparate all the black people in America with a lot of money and keep paying them monthly like they do the indigenous person? Indigenous people, they get like 3,000, 2,000.
So you saying I need to take a DNA test before I was
you got to do that.
And a mule at this point. What reparation can you give me? Just be fair in court.
That's
you know
how
what I mean?
But see, that's how they'll put it though. How can we afford to give all these people of color? Because you know it's everybody mixed up in our bloodline. How we gonna pay all these folks?
But see, this is the trick. You see, when Biden's asked about that question, he always say, "Well, we can talk about that, but we have to add the Native Americans in that." Do you know why he always says we have to add the Native Americans in that? Because we have a lot of white people around here who are quote unquote 5% Indians or $5 Indians.
I'm so tired of hearing that, man. And you know,
Bro,
stop playing.
It's the Nubian man.
Listen, Charisma. Listen to what I'm saying. Look up the Dawes Act of 1887.
Mm-hmm.
The Dawes Act of 1887. This is right when Reconstruction was coming out. We just got out of slavery. They were trying to push the Native Americans out.
Right.
They were taking their land, so they passed this law where you can put your name on a list for $5 and you can buy the land. So a lot of white people were getting their names put on this list, and that's how they got all this land from the Midwest, Utah, all this kind of.
That was your trailblazers come in at.
So that's why I say it's a trick when Biden said, well, we have to add the Native Americans because you still got some of these descendants of these $5 Indians still claiming that, and they gonna have to get reparations too. He's trying to get them reparations as well. That's what muddies the water. That's what muddies the water up with the reparations thing, because they don't want anybody to let on to that fact that they got these $5.
Another thing about the bloodline, the indigenous man, some of them are Nubian people. They came from Africa. A lot of natives were Nubian. Okay, then you gotta look at a lot of natives had slaves and they integrated. And I mean, it's just what it was. And we talked about the laws they writ with.
Ain't the Indians already getting reparations?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, they have reservations. They have stocks and bonds type. Like, what's going on?
Listen, we can be reparated. They just don't want to do it. It's just some complications, but they making it complicated. But it ain't complicated.
What do you actually want? It's nothing that no government's gonna give you that's gonna totally satisfy the anger or the sadness of slavery and all that. You can come and pat me on the back, give me a certificate.
It's not even that though. If they
feel black and I walk down the street, you know what I'm saying?
Check this out. So if they get let's just throw out a scenario. They give you 300,000. They give you 300,000 apiece.
Still a nigga with 300,000.
Listen to what I'm saying, my brother. Listen to what I'm saying.
Sorry.
So I got a house. Let's say my house is $140,000, right? I pay my house off. I go buy another house. I'm renting this house out. Now I'm getting income from this house. I got another house. Now we talking about generational wealth. See, we got to get out of the mindset of wealth. I'm not gonna get $300,000 and go buy some Giuseppe's and Gucci and all that kind of damn. I'm gonna pay my house off. I'm gonna rent this bitch out. I'm gonna go get me another house.
But nobody gonna really think like that. A lot of people are never gonna do that.
That's not true.
I tried to get the
like that. True. The problem here's the thing. Here's the issue that we having right now with this conversation. Why I think we need to move on. You keep speaking in a small circle. Honestly, you need to find some mentors. And I'm being real because there's a lot of people out here. The stuff you saying, cats are teaching that and they doing it for free because they want to give people the knowledge.
Okay.
There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's teaching people how to flip. That's teaching people how to invest. That's doing group economics. There's a lot of people out here like that. You need to, I'm serious. You need to open up your mind to that.
Where I live, I'm like the only black person around, basically. I live where I live. It's hard to even find another brother. If I do,
it's not. That's why you got this.
I understand.
That's right. You got charisma.
Right.
You got me. You just met me. You just met Jerome. You just met Robert. That's 3 other people that got the same mindset that you got.
Yeah, I've always spoke like you guys. I just
have
to meet y'all. You know,
hey, in respect to reparation, man, like I've been saying, I think taxes is the answer. But here's what I think got to happen with reparation with us. We got to sit down amongst ourselves and decide, hey, this is what we want, this is when we want it, and this is what's gonna happen if we don't get it.
Who, Rob?
Period. We do as a people.
Man,
this is what we want. No, yeah, exactly. Everybody can't go in at one time. You gotta have representatives, bro. We got to come together on one page.
So who the main people speaking on this? I know all the people that were speaking on reparations. Russell Simmons, whole lot of folks.
Okay, why don't they all get together in one room and decide this is what we want, this when we want it, and this is what's gonna happen if we don't get it.
It makes too much sense.
Period.
Well, I made a Facebook post about something along these lines the other day. Everybody, you got a problem. You got a problem that you want to fix. Everybody say they got a problem that they want to fix, but they want to go to the wrong people and talk about the problem. See, they want to talk about reparations, but they don't want to have conversation with Dr. Claude Anderson. They don't want to have conversations with Antonio Moore, Claude Darity from Duke University, from Yvette Cornell. They don't want to have these conversations with people who know what they're talking about. They want to have conversations about this with Cardi B and all these other celebrities that they think we look up to. That's who they want to have these conversations with. They need to have if you want to fix a problem, if something wrong with my damn car, I ain't going to a dentist to fix my damn car. I'm going to a goddamn mechanic.
Okay, so why don't all these guys you talking about, why don't they go to Cardi B with their agenda so Cardi B can be their mouthpiece?
Why would they go to
they want to talk to you, you tell them what we want.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Now I'm speaking, I'm going to speak from me going to this event this past Saturday, where there was nothing but positivity, there was nothing but knowledge, and I know for a fucking fact between Tariq Nasir, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Rizza Islam, Dr. James Charles that was there, and it was 2. I can't remember the other guy's name. There is no fucking way they would lower themselves to go have a conversation with Cardi B, considering the years and the knowledge that they know they put and the work that they put in. Because
and that's our problem.
Yeah,
that's part of what?
That is
our biggest problem right there. Those who have the knowledge think they are too big to come down low.
No. Why the fuck would you go down low to present something as major as this to somebody who talking about wet ass pussy? Come on,
right?
Stop it.
Thank you.
Right. Stop it.
And if they told Cardi B this, if they told Cardi B this, could she articulate it in any kind of way to make sense?
Okay, well, bring her on the stage, bro. We just trying to get a message out, bro. I don't care who put the message out there.
The fact of the matter is that the message has been out. The message has always been there, but they don't give a flying fuck. That's the reason why I love the fact that Ice Cube came up with a 12-point plan of exactly, the shit is in fucking detail, of exactly what we want. And I totally agree. If they don't want to give us what we want in those 12 points, fuck them and fuck these motherfucking elections. I've been saying it from the beginning. I don't give a fuck about the top of the ticket. I could care less. From the Senate down, I care. But on the left side, on the Democratic side, you got dog shit. On the Republican side, you got horse shit. I don't vote for shit. I'm not rocking like that. Fuck the lesser of two evils. Me personally, when it comes to this election, I'm going to vote for the Green Party because they align with my values. Then from the Senate down, I'll go ahead and vote Democratic. That's cool, along with the other provisions and stuff they got like that. But the top of the ticket, fuck them motherfuckers.
But what let you know that this shit is so damn broken is that every goddamn election since I'm gonna say since Clinton got elected, since his last term, has always been, oh, this is the most important election of our lifetime. So how is every election the most important election of our lifetime? When we voted for Obama in 2008, this is the most important. In 2012, this is the most important. In 2016, this is the most important. Here we is 2020. This is life or death. I'm like, bro, y'all.
But let me say this about that. Voting is the only damn power you got. That's all you got.
What?
But we don't use it.
That's all you fucking got. That's all you.
We don't use it.
All you. That's the only goddamn power you got.
And what we have. Okay, wow.
Power you got.
For everybody,
nothing else.
Hold up, Jermaine. Hold up.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. If we don't, if the politicians are all Republican, they don't care about no reparation, man. Y'all ain't never gonna get nothing.
Rob,
you ain't never get nothing. I don't care how much you cry about it.
Rob, hold up. Rob, you just said voting is the only thing that we got. My question to you is, in retort is, with all the times we've been voting, what the fuck have we gotten?
We all ain't voted. That's the problem.
That's
when we vote.
No. You see him talking about you don't damn vote. Jermaine say he ain't voting.
Okay.
You don't damn vote.
Wait a minute. Now, I'm about to spend another
we got the right to vote, but we don't vote.
No,
that's got the right to vote, but
that's
we don't
fucking
vote.
bullshit. And I'm about to
the right to vote, but we don't vote.
I said this shit plenty of fucking times. In America, the majority of the people are fucking white. They are split down the middle. They are split straight down the middle.
They ain't
The
majority
only
white.
way an elected official can win is when we start to vote. So
That's
what do they do? Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. So what do they do? They pander to us for our vote, which helps them, which in turn hurts us because we don't get shit for our fucking vote. We don't get shit.
Let me say this. If you don't vote, you damn sure ain't gonna get shit.
We never got shit. It doesn't matter.
You don't even have a shot. You ain't even got a seat at the table.
You're gonna get whatever they give you.
Thank you.
Whatever they give you. You're gonna get whatever they give you, whether you vote or not. You still gonna get whatever the fuck they give you.
Let me give y'all this analogy. So me and when my sons were little, you know, I'm a Madden player, and they used to always get on me and say, Dad, I want to play. So I get the controller, I'll get the little wire controller, and I'll mount it under the PlayStation, and so act like they playing. And we'll be playing. They think they having a good time. They like, oh, I just did this. That's what voting in
Good
America
analogy.
is. That's what voting in America is. They give you the option. They give you the illusion that you're playing, but you ain't really game playing
That's the best
because
analogy I heard tonight, boy.
voting is a exchange of you gonna do this for me, and I'm gonna vote for you. We've been voting for Democrat for goddamn 50 years, and they ain't never did shit for us.
Yo, but I mean, for real, like shit's messed. I mean, stuff messed up and all, man. But we sound like a whole bunch of hurt brothers. Like I just really feel like it's not.
It ain't hurt. It's just we talking the truth. It's a fucking fact.
It is true. But at the end of this conversation, the damn shit gonna change unless you physically go out and do something.
And that's the point.
Yelling, you just mad yelling.
The point is because the frustrating part about having these conversations is that there's people out there who have the illusion like something is really gonna happen. Also, most people who believe this illusion, they sit on their fucking ass and they don't do shit, and they think that voting is it. Those the same motherfuckers ain't never been to a school board meeting, a fucking city council meeting. They motherfuckers ain't never been a poll worker. They ain't never did shit. But they think voting is it. No. How about voting then hold your elected official fucking accountable? And I got something else that I spoke about before on this show, and I've said it on my page. For every single person out there, especially if you live in motherfucking Georgia, if you plan on voting in this election and you shop at Dollar General and you all Democratic and this, that, whatever, keep on shopping at Dollar General and support David Perdue's campaign. Because even if he lose, you still paying him. So now what? Is everybody gonna stop shopping at Dollar General now? I bet not. Even after getting that type of information, they're not going to stop. But they so Democratic, and we need to vote Democratic. Get the fuck out of here. I'm good.
I mean, but if that person only got that Dollar General right there, they going to go in that damn Dollar General. He survive at that point.
Once again, that is the fucking problem. Because people do not sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Our ancestors literally died. They died for us. Fucking died. And motherfuckers won't stop shopping at Dollar General because it's convenient. And like I keep saying,
what the fuck Dollar General do? What they do? What did they do?
He runs it.
David Perdue, who's the senator of Georgia, is the CEO of Dollar General.
Oh, them shit's all up Martin Luther King.
Dollar General and the whatchamacallit like owned by, he got both, don't he?
Dollar General and Dollar Tree are under the same umbrella.
Here's my point. My point is comfort creates complacency. That's a fucking fact. So motherfuckers want to be so comfortable and go to what's comfortable instead of I had a mentor say this shit to me and I love it. You have to learn how to get comfortable being uncomfortable. The day more motherfuckers start doing that, we might see some motherfucking change. But what am I going to see tomorrow? Somebody who all about voting and shit, taking a happy ass in Dollar General, and they want you to vote. No, Cecilia, they didn't die for us to vote. They died for us to fucking survive. Ain't died for us to vote. Hey, hell no. Fuck no.
I think every generation got to try to advance the ball. I think every generation got to try to advance the ball, whatever it takes, man. Back then, voting was what it took. You know what I'm saying? They needed the power to vote, and I don't think they wanted the power to vote for national election. I think they want the power to vote for their communities, so they can put people in charge in their community, but not for national. You know what I'm saying?
So this is how we push forward. Since 1963, 90% of blacks been voting Democrat, right? So how about this? This generation right here, until we see somebody put a platform that's saying they're gonna do something for us, hold your vote. Say no black person gonna vote. Since they coming to us and it seems like we the biggest cog in this wheel that's gonna make
my vote
go. Say no, we need something for our vote. You tell us that. You say you're gonna do this and that. then we come out and vote.
But who's saying that? Who's saying that? Who's saying we want this? But your voice ain't the strongest. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying if we come together and we say we're gonna hold our vote until we get something tangible.
Exactly, I agree.
Nothing, bro.
I agree. I think Puff Daddy said that, didn't he?
Because we can't keep saying we're gonna vote for the lesser of two evils. That shit is not working. It's proved that it's not working. It's been proven that it don't work. So we have to do so, like you said, we have to. Each generation has to move it forward. So this election right here, if we don't get any tangibles, we're not voting. Just put it like that. And what's the worst that can happen? We already in shit already.
Thank you.
Worst that can happen.
Motherfuckers talk about
it gets
Ruth
worse.
Bader Ginsburg.
It can get worse now.
But hold up. See,
how worse can slavery be, Rob?
Thank you.
It get worse, bro.
Hold up.
It get worse.
So motherfuckers is bitching and they talk about, oh my God, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died and they're gonna have more to Supreme Court. They've been had the majority. Ain't nothing changed. So since they've already had the motherfucking majority, and Charisma made the greatest point, how much worse can it get? And the fact of the matter is, what we always have to remember, and this is why it's so important for us to value the power that we have. Our spending power is over $1 fucking trillion. $1 trillion. And people don't understand how powerful that is because we live in the United States of an American corporation. We live in a capitalist society. It's about money. I guarantee you, for a fucking fact, if we started circulating our dollars only amongst us, period, no matter what, you only buy from us, watch what's going to happen. You don't let nobody, I'm talking about nobody, buy shit from Walmart, Target, Nike, Reebok, Puma, all that shit. Do that shit for do it for 6 months.
So what's stopping them?
For 6 fucking months.
Why can't we do it then? What's the problem? Why we just can't do it then?
Oh, wait. He's saying not to go to Walmart.
That's the problem.
You need to be growing some food and making some clothes, knowing how to do textiles or something. You got to have some skills or some land or something a little bit to sustain yourself. You taking a person with nothing and asking them to give almost the ultimate sacrifice.
And that's okay. And what was the ultimate sacrifice that our ancestors gave for us? Their fucking lives. That's my point. Comfort creates complacency. It's about people learning how to get fucking uncomfortable.
But see, you talking about the sacrifice our ancestors had, but now you shitting in their face, telling you ain't gonna vote, and they died for it.
Jesus,
how you gonna honor them? See, that's another reason. You keep talking about the ancestors.
But Robert,
people pay the price for you to vote, man, and now you talking about you ain't gonna vote. I understand y'all frustration, but how the system going, but not voting, it shouldn't be an option.
I appreciate their sacrifice. I do. I appreciate their sacrifice. Without them, I wouldn't be here. But guess what? They died for the illusion of inclusion. That's what they died. Yeah. They thought they were going to be included in this broken system. And it's sad as that is to say, that's the truth of the matter.
Take that.
I don't vote because this system is broken. We live in a failed state. There's no way that this is the greatest, the richest, supposedly richest country in the world, and we got 45 million people right now unemployed. We got food banks running out of food, and the wealthiest of this country, the government, our politicians won't put out another stimulus to help these people. They won't even offer universal health care to help these people who've lost their insurance. Yeah. We live in a failed state. So you want me to participate in the system and pretend that this shit is functioning normal? That's fucking lunacy. And then you got this RBG woman that just died, and she's a liberal, and everybody's saying, oh, she was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But this is the same woman who said that Kaepernick was stupid for kneeling. Matter of fact, she said he was dumb for kneeling. and then come out with a bullshit, apology saying, "Oh, it was inappropriate and inappropriately dismissive and harsh." She didn't say she was sorry and wrong for what she said. She said it was inappropriately dismissive. So we supposed to raise her up, and because she's a fucking liberal. See, this is the fucking problem. Black people in our community, we fucking ain't got the shit wrong. We think Republican, Democrat. It ain't Republican, Democrat. It's liberals and fucking conservatives. You got liberal Democrats and you got liberal Republicans. They all in cahoots together. You got conservative Democrats and you got conservative Republicans. They all in cahoots together.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to know why shit don't get damn done and shit always fucking damn tied, because you got bullshit in fucking damn places like that. And all of them are the top, and all of them make $250,000 a fucking year, no matter what the fuck go on. While they got people out here on the damn street, we got homeless and shit. We got people ain't got no damn jobs, no health care, but they sitting good and well and making decisions about our lives. Mm-hmm. That's the problem I have with this damn system. And if ain't nobody talking about addressing those damn problems, then fuck the system.
And what I'm going to say,
they can put whoever the fuck they want.
I agree with everything you say, but not voting changes absolutely nothing.
What I'm going to say to piggyback on Jermaine is our ancestors were born here and they were slaves. Then this Civil War, when we became free, what did our people do? Throughout all the bullshit, raised themselves by their bootstraps, got their own shit, had towns, all types of shit, thriving, making massive fucking money. And every single time we had our own shit, what did they do?
They bumped it.
Destroyed that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Whether it's Tulsa, Oklahoma,
right.
Whether it's Wilmington, North Carolina, whether it's Rosewood in Florida, and how did it happen? From a fucking lie, so that they could benefit because they're fucking jealous. And it never stops. So if we segregate and do our own shit, we can't keep it. If we fuck with them, we can't get shit. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm so used to this shit. My whole thing is do what I need to do in my life to create generational wealth and help as many people learn how to do the same shit. That's me doing my part.
Okay.
Because most motherfuckers, once again, and this is not just our community, the average person on this fucking planet is selfish. Straight up. It don't matter what race you are.
Let me ask y'all some questions, man. From slavery, from the first slave got here to the Emancipation Proclamation, how many years between that? How many years approximately? How many years between that time?
Over 200 years.
Over 200 years. Over 200 years, but they didn't goddamn give up. From the Emancipation Proclamation to the Civil Rights Movement to even get the right to vote, how many years came between that?
100, like right?
100? Over 100?
Before your vote actually counted?
But listen what I'm saying. They didn't fucking give up because shit didn't happen swiftly. From the Civil Rights Movement to now, how many years there been? Only 50 years? So why the fuck we giving up now?
Why the
fuck we giving up? They didn't give up so easily. We give up too damn easy. That's not a problem. My whole point is it takes time for progress when you're a minority in a fucking foreign land. It takes time for progress. But to just simply say, fuck it, I give up. I'm not voting for nothing.
Who said anything about giving up?
You guys are.
When? Tell me one time I said anything about giving up.
You guys are talking more about the problem.
I want to vote. I want to be able to vote.
You guys are frustrated. You guys are so fucking frustrated. You giving fucking up on the progress that were made by the people before us.
Ain't been no fucking progress.
Are y'all convicted?
Bro, I just gave you the progress, bro.
No, you didn't.
You ain't got no damn chain around your damn neck.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? You don't?
Ah, it's a tether.
Oh, really? You damn don't?
It's the invisible tether.
No,
man.
Really? You
So
damn
you
don't?
telling me
Yeah.
I could walk out my house right now
What?
and do anything I want, no matter what, without consequence?
No, you cannot.
Thank you,
Who can do that, bro?
motherfuckers that don't live in the United States of America. How about that?
So we ain't made no progress in this country. No progress.
Huh? Nah, I
you
wouldn't say
serious?
that. I wouldn't say that.
No.
Black man.
We made some progress.
Hey, we made some progress
Okay.
in this country.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what? I'm gonna ask. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. I can't wait to hear this answer. Would you rather be Derrick Rose and sign $100 million contract, or will you be the person sitting in a fucking skybox paying Derrick Rose?
Bro, that's an easy question, man.
What's the answer?
I'd rather be Derrick Rose. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm just kidding. But come on, bro.
Wait. So what's your answer?
I'd rather be Michael Jordan paying players.
No.
Oh my God, yo.
Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna ask you again. Would you rather be the person making $100 million, or would you rather be the person paying that person making $100 million?
I'd rather be the person paying that person.
Okay.
But what's your point?
Maybe one day, obviously, we're gonna be dead and gone. We would be the people paying and not the ones getting paid, because unfortunately, since then,
we got black owners. We got black owners in,
oh
in
my
the
God,
NBA.
yo.
Bob Johnson was an owner.
I'm gonna say this again.
Was an owner.
I'm not talking about
sold the
just
team.
the NBA. I'm talking about in this country. Maybe one day we would actually own something. We don't own shit. You don't own your house. You pay property
You gotta
tax.
put it together. We gotta put us. You're right about that. Though.
I agree. I agree.
You still
I agree.
So
even if we buy the 40 acres, we're gonna be paying taxes. Fine, but start somewhere.
So Robert, you say I'm giving up, right? So let me ask you this.
I think you're frustrated, man. I think you're really frustrated. I feel your pain, man. I really do.
Answer me this, because I get a lot of my friends, and
you make a lot of good points. You make a lot of good points. You make sense. I'm not saying I'm not saying what you're saying don't make sense, because it do.
Listen to me. I get a lot of people that really, my family and close people that know me. They be like, man, when I tell them I don't participate, they say, man, you got to voice your opinion, man. And then when I hit them with this question, I hear crickets. My question to you is, out of all these candidates, whether it's just the national, whether it's the presidential election, the bottom half of the ballot, what policy? All I hear is we got to get Trump out. But what policies are they putting in place to help the American people? Give me one policy that you've heard them say that's going to change the landscape immediately in the first 100 days of this country.
They ain't heard no promises from nobody.
Because all they do.
I think universal health care.
No, they already knocked that down. Biden said that comes to his door. Biden said when it come to his desk, he said, matter of fact, it's not even going to come to his desk, because he said they know better than to send that shit his way. Next.
Well, universal health care, he said that?
He already said that. He said that shit ain't even coming to my desk. He said that shit ain't even going to come on my desk.
But I'm sorry. Is it really up to him? It's not really up to him, right?
No, it's not even going to come through Congress, because they already know that shit not going to happen. So they're not even going to propose it to him for him to sign it into fucking their law. So he already know that that's not going to happen. So this is my frustration when people say, well, we just got to get Trump out of here. Trump. But what's the policy? And they say, fuck the policy. We just got to get Trump out. But we can't say fuck the policy, because that's the problem.
So we supposed to vote for him just because we don't like Trump and he used to hang with a black guy. Right?
And that's my issue. So they want you to say, vote for Obama. Vote for Biden. Fuck his policy.
Because Biden got more than one black friend.
So that's my question, Robert. And you don't have to answer it to me now, because you may not know. Because I'm pretty sure you haven't heard it on any commercial or any ad, because all the ads say is fuck Trump. We got to get Trump out. We need sensibility back in the. We need sensibility back in the presidential seat, and we need this, and we can't have this, but it's no. Well, we're going to do this for the American people the first 100 days, and we're going to get them set. We don't hear none of that shit. So that's that is my frustration.
Yeah, but you know what the
So
real
when I
problem? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. I mean, this is why we can't have anything for real, because when they came over and established what they had to establish, these people had plans of knowing that, hey, let's form insurance companies because people gonna always have to pay that every day. Let's form places where we have to let people have to pay taxes every year. They're gonna have to do that for the rest of
Yeah,
their life.
set it up.
They
Let's
set
form a college.
everything up.
Let's form
And,
colleges and teach
Right.
people
right.
stuff and
They
charge them for it.
Yeah.
we didn't have our hand in that, and we didn't form none of that. So, like you were saying, we had our own insurance companies, our own this. We could give what we want to give our people, what kind of premiums and loans, and we had banks. See, they already had it's already established.
I
So
mean, if you do that, aren't you helping them out?
Established. It was already dropped on
I'm
them.
about to say something, and y'all gonna be like, "That's crazy,"
My bad.
but you're gonna be like, "Damn, I never thought about it that way." The only thing that has put a smile on my face since Saturday, obviously, with me going to that event,
Right,
was Deion Sanders becoming a fucking football coach.
Yeah,
Jackson State.
That's right.
That shit to me can have such a huge ripple effect of breaking a fucking system.
Yes.
And the reason why it's powerful, because it's going to be the first time, probably since the fucking 60s,
yes,
where you're going to have top all-American athletes going to a HBCU and not going to a national powerhouse.
That's right.
Fucking up their money.
That's right.
That's the way you affect change, because power is economics.
That's right.
Now, and they already said that it's recruits lined up to go to fucking Jackson State to go play for Deion. And once that shit start, that could be a ripple effect. The sad part about that, this the shit that really boggles my mind. The sad part about it is that it's going to take an event like that, which could help break this fucking system, and it had to break down the fucking sports. Now, I'm happy that it's going to happen, but it's sad that it got to be sports, and it got to be what we always distracted by. But I know for me, I don't fuck with college football. I never really did. But if I got a chance to watch Jackson State now, I would even go to a game, because Mississippi ain't that far. Once again, I don't give a fuck about the NFL.
That's my
I don't give a fuck about the NBA right now. What I want is for certain shit to happen. And I said this on my page, and I'm gonna say it again, because it seems like people seem to misconstrue shit and don't really realize shit. When the NBA players was like, we not gonna play until certain shit go down, I was so proud. I was so proud of that shit. But guess who came to the rescue and got the motherfuckers playing? Barack Obama. Sit in a conversation with LeBron James. Now these motherfuckers want to play. Why did that happen? Because he's part of the fucking establishment, and they got to keep people distracted. That's that bullshit, because that would have affected real shit, because now you're affecting people's money. That's where the power is in this country. It's about power comes with economics. It comes with that dollar. And unfortunately, we don't do it right. When we do, it's game over, because everything that we provide, everything that we put out there, we run the world any motherfucking way. We ain't got this shit if the motherfuckers don't get that shit from the fucking Congo. It ain't gonna happen. But guess what? They go take over, they go colonize that shit. Who benefits? They making billions of dollars. We got cell phones over there. Them motherfuckers can't even. I saw a fucking documentary about bananas over in Africa.
They not real, right?
They're over in Africa. They got these motherfuckers working 12, 13 hours a day. They making billions off of bananas off these people in Africa. And one family said they have times where they don't eat for a fucking week. A week. Once again, guess what? Normal shit. Because unfortunately, the colonizers always get what they want. It's always been like that, and it's always going to be like that. And the sad part is, if you go look at white, European, whatever the fuck you want to call it, look at their history. With their history throughout the world, Why the fuck should we trust them? Give me a reason with the fuck that all the shit. These motherfuckers, they had a fucking blanket with smallpox.
Right, the Indians,
What
right?
the fuck comes up? What kind of sick person comes up with shit like that?
It's the art of war, man. It's the art
Like
of war.
the shit is fucking crazy. They kill all the bison, whatever the fuck they buffalo, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Kill
the buff-
the person's food source.
Like
Are we
locusts.
supposed to trust them? Fuck them.
Gave bad rations.
Damn all that shit.
Right.
That's my whole point. When you start talking about the lesser two evils, once
Yeah.
again, I am not going to sit here and say that every white person is bad. Nah, because people can be people.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about an oligarchy, like Jermaine said, and white people in power, tell me one fucking time throughout history where white people in power didn't rape, pillage, steal, whatever the fuck, so they can get what they want to push their fucking agenda. It has never changed, whether it's here, whether it's in other fucking countries. The shit don't fucking change. That's the shit that's sad. That's the shit that people don't really talk about, but they have brushed that shit to the side. I'm going to say it again. With the history of the white man in this world, why the fuck should we trust them? In any way. Especially us. Fucking vaccine and shit. Motherfuckers lining up to take a fucking vaccine and they don't forgot about the Tuskegee experiment. Are you fucking serious?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I think this is the reason why a lot of people are against Trump. It's not because of what he says. It's because everybody knows he has a white supremacist agenda. He supports them on every step of the way. He supports white supremacists.
Let me say this.
He supports them.
It's not about white supremacy. It's about the people that are in charge who are pulling.
You talking about white people? How you just said that? You just said that.
Once again,
just said that. Though.
When we talk about this country, we talk about Trump per se, in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is the same exact person he has always been. And for me personally, when I know who a motherfucker is, I'm cool with that. I don't want no racist motherfucker that's going to in my face and think everything cool and talk about me behind my back. The one thing I can say about Donald Trump, he ain't fucking changed. He the same asshole narcissist.
And he let y'all know. He let y'all know what his agenda is. He let y'all know what his agenda is. I'm a white supremacist, and we gonna put out.
He never said that in his mouth.
Donald Trump.
He didn't have to really say
Donald Trump cares about Donald Trump. Donald Trump cares about Donald Trump.
The white power video didn't convince you, bro. The white power video didn't convince you.
That's something else for the internet. That's something.
What?
Once again,
come on, man.
But then we can say the same thing about Biden. That he just don't say it in your face, but he'll lock your ass up with the '94 crime bill and every crime bill that was written.
And you know how many black people had his back.
Exactly.
So why you blaming Biden? Black people wanted him to do that. The black people wanted him to do that.
Because this is the trick, Robert. They use the black elite to pass over their damn message. Just like when in slavery time, they used the black pastors to get the motherfucking people in line.
They use the light skinned brothers.
They use these elite bootleg people to get the other ones in line. That's why they always popping up these damn celebrities.
Black people went to Joe Biden and said, "Hey, we need to do something about the crime. We got people killing people all over this place. What can we do?
Let me tell you.
What you think he gonna do? He don't know nothing about black people. His only answer gonna be to lock everybody up. Then,
hey, let me tell you.
Black people's request.
Let me tell you how stupid. Let me tell you how stupid our black celebrities are, or uninformed they are. So T.I. got this commercial about voting. So he comes on BET all the time. I swear I hate this commercial. He's like, the prison system, something. The voting system is broken. And then he comes right behind that and say, we got to go out and vote. What the fuck kind of sense that make? He said the voting system is broken. And then the next sentence out of his mouth comes out and say, vote. They do that because all the little nigglets, they love T.I.
He can't even vote himself.
All the little chicken heads, they love Cardi B. They love Meg Thee Stallion. They love Beyonce. We love these motherfuckers, and we think they know shit. They don't know a motherfucking damn thing. See, that's the trick. The elite media plays the same game these politicians play. They are obsessed with race, identity, and social issues. You know why? Because that shit keeps us fucking fighting.
Yeah,
it keeps us
stir you
fighting.
up. It keep the water
distracted while they doing they fucking bullshit.
And they walk around my job now talking about I gotta take a flu vaccine. They walk around with a clipboard talking about you gonna take the flu shot. They trying to give me a flu shot at my job. I said no, can't get no flu shot.
Hey, can I say something about that? Charisma now. Hey, what we gonna do if this whole corona vaccine become another way to just segregate people or to isolate them? Like if I don't take the shot, will I never will I go to jail? Will I be threatened? Will I, you know what I mean? Like with that split, here's the people that was positive, and here the people that was negative, that never proven positive. You know what I'm saying? It's just one more way that I could go to job. Now, like my medical history or something, my constitution that protect my medical records could be getting open. I just think I think people might lose their job more. Like, oh, if you call out regular sick, you're probably gonna have to go and take a test and see a doctor before you ever come back. And
what you need to do is go on Facebook, go on Instagram, and please, I'm begging you, follow Rizza Islam on Facebook and on Instagram, because he will give you every bit of information with facts, with sources to go check based on everything you just said. And I want to address what Rob said about our people going to Biden or whatever about the crime bill. When we start talking about our people in this country, especially when you start talking about crime, why does it occur? It occurs because when you put a bunch of people in a small place, and in this small place, the resources are so fucking small, they resort to crime. Now, in that same community, when the government throws in drugs, so they cause the problem.
I'm here.
With small resources, all this other shit. Then they throw the drugs in. If they caused it, and then you got people believing, oh shit, it's our people, but they so brainwashed, not realizing, well, damn, it was the government that started this shit. Yeah, that's the shit that's crazy. Reagan, the war on drugs and what all this other bullshit. Motherfucker, you the one that brought the drugs in the country.
It's order out of chaos.
People forget about that. People don't talk about that. This the type of shit.
I had a song about that.
That's just like them negating slavery being taught in school. You want motherfuckers to forget about the shit that these motherfuckers did who's in charge of your curriculum. They want you to forget.
Yeah,
that's the shit that's crazy to me.
You know who blocked that though, don't you? You know who blocked that, don't you? You know who blocked that from teaching these people the truth about slavery, don't you? Who blocked that, Charisma?
What you saying? What was the question?
Who blocked us?
He didn't block it. He said he wasn't gonna fund it, but he said a lot.
Same thing, bro. I'm not gonna fund it.
But he
about Trump.
He says a lot of shit. He said he was gonna call the fucking damn military into the goddamn. He said he was gonna call Trump when they were rioting. Yeah, he talking about Trump.
Let me bring the homeboy in, man.
That's what the article.
Terry, what's up?
What's up, little Mo?
What's going on, bro? You been listening to this conversation, man.
What's going on? Yeah, but I've been listening to it. I've been typing on that. You ain't been seeing me.
Hey, I've been seeing you.
Yeah, man. I said I need to get in that convo right here, man.
Are you in it? Let's go.
Oh, for real? Oh, y'all can see me? Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's happening? I see you.
We talking about coronavirus. We talking about the system in America, voting, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So what you think about voting, man? You think we should vote or you know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. You got hold on. First of all, you got to get out there Metro PCF, bro.
Who's mobile?
Stop it. He said, who's mobile?
Oh boy, you're on Metro PCS, man. Come on, man.
You're silly.
Hey, but anyway, y'all look.
Bro,
But yo, the other thing, the other
Hey, man,
thing I would
don't-
say, whenever people bring up Dr. King, they always talk about the civil rights aspect of it. The reason why Dr. King was so powerful is because he brought his message and his mission was the poor people's campaign.
Right.
And with the poor people's campaign, that's what the elite and that's what the motherfuckers were scared of, because he had everybody out there saying we want this. They couldn't have that because they got to keep us separated. That was the closest we came in this country for the poor showing the numbers. That was the closest that shit had ever came. But they've done a hell of a job since the 60s to make sure that shit don't happen again. Easy.
Facts.
Hey, so okay, man. When everybody be talking about defunding the police, and I'm like, what do y'all think about that? Because are people's really trying to say like don't have police, or I mean, because
No,
in some sense, some ways,
No,
if it's no police, it's gonna be more chaos.
That's not what that means.
we're not saying that.
that's propaganda. That's propaganda, bro.
Okay.
I can answer that. You want to answer that?
What's up?
You want to answer that one?
Yeah, answer it. Because I think I get nervous. I see the police, but I still think we need the police.
Listen, hey Charles, you know this. Listen, that's a slave mentality. You shouldn't be nervous for somebody that's supposed to protect and serve that you pay every year his salary. Then the other thing is, we're not saying defund the police. We should have the police, but we saying get rid of the bad police, the bad apple. We ain't saying we got to keep a good apple. You put bad apples in the barrel apple. Kill all the good apples, right? We got to get the cops out of here that's bad, that don't have the same agenda that everybody having the same. We need cops to be from that neighborhood, like my man Fitz be saying, like Pooh be saying. You got to be from that neighborhood. We need cops that know you personally, not some guy coming from a suburban area, moving to the hood, thinking about, oh, I'm gonna be a big badass and beat some guys up and prove myself, my manhood, like that used to do me from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? For no reason, because he got to prove himself to some other cops.
Lamar, y'all can hear me, Lamar?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Well, you have to be in an area where we can hear you, Trav, so nobody will be around you.
Nah,
Close the door.
See, I had spoke to a dude about that defunding the police. I spoke to a dude about that defunding the police. It really ain't about that defunding the police. It really about, see, up there, Eugene, Portland, right? They got this little crew called the Cahoots. So what they do, when the police call, they come, to a situation, the police really call Cahoots because it might be a mental person, somebody drunk, or, a little argument, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so instead of calling the police trained for, arresting, you know what I mean?
Call a mediator.
Stuff, you know what I'm saying? Really, I'm where this shit gonna change.
Hey,
we
we
need
need
to have a conversation with. We ain't gotta be the police. We could be like the Cahoots people. Hey, we know when a black person, fuck y'all. We know that behavior because that's our people. So we know how to handle that situation. The police that need to come for murders, armed robbery, aggravated assault, and all that kind of. They don't know how to have a conversation with nobody who drunk or who aggressive, loud as hell. But really the person about to do shit. You know what I'm saying? They need more training, bro. If they ain't gonna get more training, they need to get a group going on for come for the mental people, drunk people.
Right.
Little arguments going on at the house and all that. Cause we see how a little argument, a drunk or mental person cause somebody to get killed. You know what I'm saying, by the police because they ain't trained for it, bro.
Let me say that about the police. The biggest misconception people got about the police is they prevent crime. The police don't prevent crime.
No,
they just respond to crime. They don't prevent crime. And when they say defund the police, they talking about taking some of the funding that police have moving it into after school program for these young boys so they can stay out of trouble for mental patient. So they can have somebody to take care of these people when they on the street. That way the police don't have to come deal with them. Somebody else can come deal with a mental patient who are trained to deal with a mental patient. Cops aren't trained to deal with mental patients. So that's what when they talk about defund the police, they're not talking about taking the police off the street. They're talking about taking away some duties, taking some funding away and shifting it over for prevention, for crime prevention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like after school program for kids.
Why don't we apply for police jobs ourselves? I mean, like wouldn't that help if a lot of black people or colored people was just to actually go and fill their positions?
No, but everybody ain't equipped to be everybody ain't equipped to be police, man. Everybody don't have that mentality to be a police. Yeah, and you see the guys, you see the guys you get now. The guys you get now, they don't have the mentality to be police.
Like I don't like COs. I don't see how you can go to school to learn how to keep a person captive. You know what I mean?
You don't go to school.
I'm a go. No, they take their training and whatnot, and they go in there, and every day they got the mentality that I'm gonna keep your ass captive, and that's how they live. I don't like that.
But see, it's a job for them. Most of them is just a job, man. It's just a job. It's a way to pay bills.
Yeah.
See, people don't even be knowing though that like if you overqualified to be a police, they won't hire you. Like y'all ain't never noticed that. Y'all ain't never noticed that people who more educated, who stand for themselves, who strong-minded, they never be in the forefront. They always put
like Michael John White.
You know what I'm saying?
John White. He
like
tried
police.
to get
What the dude now who played on?
He would have killed him.
Michael. What's his name? Mike, the one who can fight real good.
John White.
Michael John White, the 9th deadliest man.
Michael White. You know he tried to be a police.
Yeah.
He brought it. He's on Vlad talking about that. He said like I passed the test. I aced the test. I passed the test more than everybody over there. He said, but guess what? They didn't hire me because I was overqualified. Because they knew he was a great thinker. Y'all ain't gonna manipulate me. That's why we saying, why these black police right there doing that shit? Nah, because that black person with no white police, they don't build a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit, them folks be brainwashed, bro. Like the end of the day, for real, bro. Like if you over like us do talking about this shit right now, they would never hire us to be in the forefront, be no police car. They know we're gonna come in there and change some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
side note for everybody, because somebody said something in reference to Vlad TV. As of right now, I would suggest for everybody, let's see if we could do something in solidarity. Delete, unsubscribe everything from Vlad TV because they're truly calling him a culture vulture from what happened. He's refusing to take back his comments about Farrakhan. And he got people who have been on his show plenty of times that's saying we not fucking with Vlad no more. So the interviews be on point and he asked the right questions and all that shit. But he's made his millions. He made a name for himself off of our culture.
Yeah.
Once again,
but guess who followed
people out there actually not watch a fucking video or unsubscribe from his page for a cause. I know as soon as I saw that shit, I deleted all videos. I unsubscribed quick because I don't have a problem doing that at all. Motherfuckers ain't fucking with us. I ain't fucking with you. I'm good.
See, before even that Farrakhan thing, but when I was looking at Vlad, DJ Small, my whole mind, I go by 2 P. Is I will process the purpose. So I'm looking at like why Vlad, DJ Small, they white, they keep interviewing, like a lot of black people, like black entertainment. You know why? Because we've been small kids. They just come to Bankhead Coat. They send the white people out there. Them ain't never surveys. They ain't doing them but learning us. They ain't doing them but studying us. They're the same thing Vlad them doing, shooting documents to the government. They're the same thing. You gotta watch who you talk to, bro. Like any other day. Like what we got DJ Small white and Vlad white. Why y'all this is my career. Y'all need to be asking me about my career. Why y'all asking about my mama? Why y'all asking where I'm from? Why y'all asking about my criminal history? That ain't got nothing to do with entertainment bid. Why you can't have no question? Hey, we're not making these millions. Give me some guidance like, go buy this property, go do this. Nah, y'all just keep talking about personal problem, how you came up in the project, how you came. Y'all trying to study us, bro. But it's for us to wake up and just see that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, for real, bro. Like, if
TB, what's going on, man?
What's your purpose of asking me this question? Yeah, like, I ain't gonna just answer the question. What's your purpose of asking me for? Oh man, well, you don't need to know. It's that simple, bro. Like, niggas gotta learn how to use. Niggas gotta start really leaving their chest out their head up and start listening what the motherfuckers say. Then they'll know how to respond, bro. I swear to God, bro. That's all that shit be about, man. Like, I like how Lil Baby did, Black. Lil Baby said, "How you know about that, Black?" Yo, Black said, "You probably said that." Lil Baby said, "No, I ain't never told nobody about that." It lets you know that man work with them folk, man. You know what I'm saying? That man a personal question.
Vlad the police. Vlad the police.
Yeah.
He the police.
All that shit that common sense, bro. When you gotta do is get away all that material. Niggas don't need to be knowing. Like I put on the labels and labeling us, keep us separated. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Democrat, Republican, Crip,
Right.
Blood, G-Shock, Rolex, Benz, Chevy. All that shit got us so brainwashed. We think we better than each other. Really, before strip all our ass down from that shit, we'll be the same people. Nigga, these folk got a system so good, bro. Nigga, that shit in our face, bro. We ain't talking about what's really going on. It's not about black and white. It's about labeling, how much money you can make for them. That's all that shit about, bro. That's all it's about. Till we start putting on that Gucci then, glorify. Hey, check the movie.
And they don't do that. They don't wear all that.
Have you ever seen a Gucci, a Louis Vuitton, or a Fendi commercial? Have you ever seen one?
No, they don't make them.
You have seen one. The rappers.
Right.
I don't need to make that. I got these black people gonna wear my shit and gonna act like y'all broke ass niggas in the project, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
You see, label and shit, bro, make you feel better. Niggas
For
don't
free,
too. Nigga
all that promo.
Wow, that shit, now on the shit. He taking the clothes off. Damn, man, I look back. Nah, nigga, I look at myself, nigga. Fuck all them tears.
But you promoting it to a group of people that can hardly afford it. Like, I used to not like that Future song when he said I woke up in the Bugatti and I just disconnected. I was like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I done woke up in Bando, so I couldn't, you know what I mean? And my music switched up at that point when I realized right there, you know?
Yeah, bro, like, I be spreading that shit, like motherfucker pull up in a big bin called $300,000-$400,000 in the project to my damn motivation. That is not motivation.
No, it's
to me,
nah, that's antagonizing me. Nah.
You know what motivation is to me, bro? This same $400,000, I'm getting Lamar, I'm getting careers, I'm getting a couple of guys. If I got that money, I'm sending you the school bill carpenter, I'm sending you the school bill landscape. If we finna build this motherfucker for this shit can be generate sweat for our kid, that's motivation.
Right.
But niggas need to start filming that shit. Cause all they showing it, nigga with the diamonds on and all this shit. Wilson chain.
Hey, I got a question. Check this out. I was listening, y'all talking about voting and different things. Now, the question is, before we could vote in this country, in the black community such as Greenwood, down on Auburn, in Durham, why was they so successful without us voting?
Because
they didn't even care if we
back in the day,
I can answer that.
Greenwood, but look, you gotta look at it though.
Was the most affluent black community in the world. Them Negroes didn't vote out Greenwood and Tulsa. Them niggas didn't vote in Durham. In their, you know, they didn't vote up in Detroit, down in Paradise Valley. They didn't vote when they was on Auburn Street in Atlanta. But why was they being successful?
Because we did not own the property, but the business we had was the great our own.
No, we own that property. Urban Renewal stole the property. We own that property. I want to know why was we successful then and we wasn't voting.
Because we
stuck together in the community.
We had to shop with each other. We had to shop with each other. We couldn't go to white stores. Yeah, we couldn't go to white stores, so we had to shop with each other. But what we have to do now, we have to take that same principle and apply it in today's world. That's all we have to do.
Watch this. Next year in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're gonna be commemorating about the massacre, right? 100 years ago, right? It's been 100 years and we ain't able to do what they did. You did what I'm saying? No matter what, we ain't been able to do what them people did when they wasn't voting. And we've been voting 50 years, but we still ain't been able to do what they have done. Check that out, man.
You know what?
That makes sense.
Terry, you know what?
See, you gotta
You
look
know
at the
why?
bigger picture.
Because back then they didn't have these Sambos and motherfuckers who wanted to be included. We got too many people who want to be included with them and be, oh, I'm good with you, master. I don't care about them Negroes over there. I want to be with you.
Get what? Ain't that though? Check the move. Oklahoma. What happened in Oklahoma? They had their own buses. They had their own everything. They were really black owned. On Auburn Avenue, we had black business, but we were still spending money with the white people. Cause back in the day, we were still wearing gators, fur, and all that. And also in Oklahoma, they were degrading their people. See, on Auburn Avenue, you had the pimp house, you had the whole house, you had human.
We had all that. We had all that on the deep end. You know, that was my passion about Greenwood.
But in Oklahoma,
I didn't get the hustle Greenwood, so we had all that on Greenwood too.
But Oklahoma had their own bank.
Ain't no difference 125th Street in Harlem. Greenwood was just the same. You know, it's pimps everywhere. Don't get it twisted now.
But you got we still had our own people still fucking with them though. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I just said.
You know, I'm just saying. I just want to know why 50 years we've been voting, but we ain't been able to do what the people before us did when they wasn't voting.
The answer to that question
is crack.
The answer to that question is the fact that,
come on, Fuka.
Unfortunately, our people on a whole, I'm talking about the majority of us, have been brainwashed to think other shit rather than what we already know, and they play that this the one time I'm going to agree with the statement that Rob says about them playing chess and not checkers. When it comes to the white man, they already know the way to get to us is up here. Once they get in here, it's easy because they manipulate. That's the sad part. That most motherfuckers are brainwashed to believe the bullshit from the colonizers and their motherfucking oppressors, and they're cool with it. And the cognitive dissonance in this fucking country by our people is amazing. It's fucking amazing. How they fight for something.
They think they ISIS older than ours.
See, really though, them folk really don't hinder us, bro. Like, we don't forget, like, it's a lot of black people don't forget how to plant shit, how to make something out of nothing. I'm talking about, I grew up in, like, it's a lot of, them folk don't hinder us, bro. That was the project. Okay, look at it. These 17 black people don't bought acres of land down in Georgia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Guess what? Fuck, the celeb got all the money. They'll get a house with 50, 100 rooms and live in that bitch by themselves. Fuck, the celeb, they some cool, bro.
That's right, bro. You can't say bro.
How you gonna defend that land? How you gonna defend the land though?
Check this out though. That same 99 acres of land that those people bought, right? Check this out. So they got laws. The government got laws. So let's say the government come and buy the land right next to it, and they plant their GMO seeds, and the wind blow over to that land, they can come and take that land. I bet y'all didn't know that.
No, I ain't know that.
What?
So if the government come right next to that land and they plant them GMO seeds and all that kind of shit, and let's say it's a windstorm and the seeds blow over there to the other land, the government can come and seize that land.
What you mean, like an agricultural police are gonna come and try to confiscate and get rid of the seeds? Like who's gonna take it?
That's right. The agriculture, the government, everybody.
Right.
Because they own the seed.
I don't want to think it's that damn simple. And like I said, how you going to defend the land?
At some point, but Jerome, but check it. If you have a fence around your property,
they say they're gonna get their own police and all that down there though. I heard Lil Boots say that. Lil Boots talking about buying him something down there.
I
Say
know,
he
but I
gonna
know he
get
took
his
on
own
the
police and everything.
I understand. I know he talking about when the seeds fall over on the land and all that. But if you have your own fence around your land and border it off, and they can't touch, they can't seize nothing.
That's
What
the
they
It's just like
what y'all
it's
need
just
to
like
do
you
is
get your
move to
driver's license.
Oklahoma. What y'all need to do is move to Oklahoma. There are
Rebirth.
current 15 towns right now that's black, all black still. Once was 50 of them.
But
But
damn.
it's 15 right now that's still black townships incorporated right now. So everybody
For
need to
real?
move to Oklahoma. For real.
I done
Look
said
it
this
up.
shit.
Look
I've
it
said
up.
this shit from the beginning, and I'm gonna keep saying the same goddamn thing.
That
There
what's
is
up.
no way in holy hell that we need to be segregated together in one area.
I'm
Because,
thinking that.
because if we are,
Yo, Bob.
if
Easy
and
target.
when we are, it's a matter of time before the. That's why I said if we gonna get shit, stay where you are, so we around other motherfuckers that look like them. They're not gonna bomb the shit
I'm on
if you around everybody. If you segregate, the target is because we ain't got fucking an army. We ain't got XY. We don't have nothing that can match what the fuck they got. And if these motherfuckers can bomb Tulsa, Oklahoma years ago,
Damn, do it again.
right about now, they got there's a fucking gun that they have. They can be a certain distance away from you and shoot you in the heart. And it's like you had a heart attack and it won't even leave no residue or anything. So
That's what happened.
the situation that we're in, it is what it is, yo. Well, I'm like, fuck it.
That's what happened to Michael.
Ain't even about the gun no more.
And
They
Johnny Cochran.
ain't got them shoot disease now. See the new gun is disease now.
No, they already was using smallpox. It's just an old technique in a new way, you know. Like
That's
using
it.
viruses,
That's it.
you know. But
Nasty
yeah.
motherfucker.
So how do you get a black neighborhood, and how can you be separate without isolating or separating yourself? How do you ask for equal rights and wanting retribution with also trying to almost segregate yourself almost to where you're not even a part of the community? Like you said, at that point, I don't know how we're going to defend it, how we protect it, unless we have to go in there with a mindset like they might go to war on us.
We got to figure out how to go. Honestly, we got to figure out how to go off the grid, because the more that we're on the grid, the more motherfuckers are flashy and putting everything out there that they got and everything like that. They watching every motherfucking thing.
Just shut up.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Shut up. Just shut
I'm
up.
about to be real with y'all right
That's
now.
it. Just shut up.
I'm about to be
Playing
real.
on the
Even
shut
going
up.
off the grid,
We
dude,
got-
even going off the grid.
We talk too much, bro.
T-Rich, right?
Just shut
even
up.
going off the grid.
That's it. That's
even
it,
going
bro.
off, even going off the
My
grid.
shit
all
keep
this
going
stuff.
on, man.
They got satellites. They can see you.
Hey, Mark, y'all get me there.
It don't matter.
I might, man. My
We don't
shit.
have
I need
I
to
hear
go
you.
back.
We hear you, bro.
Oh, yeah. All we gotta do is just shut up and playing, bro. That's it, bro.
Go ahead, Charisma.
Okay. What I'm saying is, we don't have a military to fight our own military. This is true. They have the upper hand on all that. But like I said, if we come together and try to form a community, they're going to try to destroy it.
We hear you, man.
If it's
Lamar,
prosperous.
man, my phone keep going in and out, man.
Hold on.
I'm in the messed up spot, but
I hear you.
down here.
Oh my God. T-Rick.
I muted him.
Right.
Okay, but I got off topic now. Dang, what I was
You was
saying,
talking about military to defend it.
Yeah, and we did come together and have our own community.
What time y'all be going on here, Lamar?
Hey, man. Hey, man, we running a show, man. We trying to run a show here.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock every Tuesday, man. 7 o'clock every Tuesday.
I sent it to
I'm on now, bro. I'm gonna have to leave y'all, man. Cause my phone keep going in and out, bro.
All right, bro. We'll catch you that week, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every Tuesday.
Right on, player.
Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
I got you, buddy.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, bro.
I had to come on when I seen you on T-Rich.
T-Rich, wow. Yeah, but man, look. I mean, like I said, we could talk all day, man. We talk in circles, but we're not gonna come against the government. We ain't gonna come together talking about until we have some representatives say what we want and all this stuff. We can buy all the land we want, but we still need people like Charles said. We need people to cultivate it. We need people to know how to grow things, make things. We got to have our own money, our own banks, our own factories, our own hospitals, our own medical dentists.
But see, that's why I said that's why I said we got to put together some kind of coalition who somebody got to represent, because you're gonna have too many voices. If we got everybody trying to come up with something, we got to have a coalition of people who. I mean, we can get the president of ACLU, the president, all the presidents come together, all these black, you know what I'm saying, entities.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna have to happen. And y'all may think I'm joking, but I'm serious. We're gonna have a Walking Dead scenario. This shit, the whole shit gonna have to crumble and fall, and people like us, we gonna come together and build a community, and then get with other communities that think just like us and build it back. That's the only way, because
that's the hardest way still though, because you're gonna have that whole period of purging and violence.
But the thing what Charisma said is the only way we gonna be able to make a reset, because we don't have the military to fight their military. If we trying to start our own banks, we still got to get the money from somewhere. We ain't got no printing machine. We don't print the money.
We got jobs though.
Yeah, but where the money coming from, Rob? Where you gonna cash your check at? If you got a damn job, where the money coming from? It still comes from the Federal Reserve.
You can make a Bitcoin, like some kind of other currency that only operates in.
It's gonna have, and that's why I said it's gonna have to go back to barter and trading. Hey, you got this cup. Hey, let me get some of that for this cup. Some coffee for your cup. It's gonna have to go back to that.
Because the money we make to give them, they're gonna look at this like, what is this?
Right. It's gonna have to be a total reset.
But we would have taxes on that land, so we still need some of their money to pay them their taxes.
Anything other than a total reset.
If we buy the land,
I ain't paying nobody no taxes. I gotta pay some taxes.
Because it's property tax. It's property tax.
Anything other than a total reset, we talking in circles, because we still on.
We still paying taxes. That comes from
but you saying a total reset and apocalypse, that half of the good brothers could be dead. We might. I mean, you realize.
That might have to happen. I mean, some of us, everybody ain't gonna make it, brother. We
need to teach all these little kids all we can. Teach them everything. Because if me and you, us right here, we ran outside front line to set, do all that, man. We gone. These other kids don't. They so disconnected from what we talking about. That's why it starts at home. You start teaching your kids this stuff at home. You start teaching every young person you come in contact with. You start talking to them about economics. That's why I tell my kids. I teach my kids about economics and entrepreneurship, and not trying to be a damn worker and have your own shit. I tell them that too.
This is what we have to start teaching our younger generation. For us,
it has to be in the curriculum in the school that they're going through, because every parent can't teach that.
We need to have our own.
If you don't know, you can't teach. No, if you don't know,
we need to have our own schools. We need to have our own schools.
But we need qualified teachers. We need our own qualified teachers.
Once we start voting, we lost our schools. Once we start voting, we lost our schools.
That's right, Terry. I'm gonna say
once we start voting, we lost. Once we start voting, we lost every damn thing.
That's fact. That's fact.
Everything.
I seen a documentary. I bet y'all don't know about this. I seen a documentary. I forgot where this school was at, but back in the 40s, they had this black school that when you go there, the black people went there in the 40s and the 50s. That's how long it was like this alternative school for blacks. You had to wear a uniform. They taught you everything you need to know about making a society. You had to wear it was like a military school. You had the black women and the men in there. They taught you about auto mechanic work, plumbing. They taught the women how to do hair. They taught the women how to they taught you about banking, how to write checks. It was like a whole total school about how to build a house. And they had this school for years, but they shut it down, man. It was like a military school for black people back in the 50s and 40s. It was a whole documentary.
Now you got to pay for all them trades.
We lost our hospital.
It was like a trade school.
We lost everything.
Why they shut it down?
For profit. After they separated it,
it was like a college. It was like a college, like a
the
small
tuition.
college.
You needed to break it up to get the tuition, that tuition money. And then since that tuition, then you got all these people with student loans and they credit, so they was all out the game anyway.
Watch this. I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm old enough to know when they bust me in my neighborhood over to a white. When we used to go play football, like right now, they would burn crosses because we was over there playing. That's how old I am. You know, but we're still burning crosses in our football games.
Y'all should have threw water on them. I would have threw water on them and broke them. How about that?
You know, well, while we was playing, was out in the field. You know, they burn crosses at the games. You know, so
hey, look, I didn't go.
It wasn't the yard. It was at a game. It was in a game. We have our game.
I wish they would still.
But listen, I grew up on Martin Luther King and Buford Highway, and when we used to go in the creek off of Buford Highway, we've ran away from Ku Klux Klan. So even when I told my mom, she didn't even believe me. Like, it was so shocking. But they was out there washing their clothes in the creek and put on their shit and chased after us. You know,
it's crazy.
So I mean, and I'm 41. That was just in the the 90s. So it was still like, I've seen the active KKK in my lifetime come after me. You know?
Yeah.
I ain't seen the buggers, but they scared of me.
But here's the thing, man. We got to sit down and start coming up with solutions. Cause we know what the problem is. We know we come on this show like pretty much every week. I'm part of it too, and we talk about all the stuff that we see that's going wrong in this country.
Right.
But we never talk about what can we do to make it right. I'm talking about sensible stuff, man. Stuff that we can actually get done sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, we talk about it. It's hard to quantify it because it's just us here talking about it. Like you said, we don't have the big platform to even get our ideas out there. We just discuss our ideas with us. We said the number one thing is to unify, get on the same page about
it's
certain
growing
stuff.
though. It's growing. We keep doing it.
But see, this platform is how we're gonna have to go about doing it. We're gonna have to bring a lot of different coalitions together, like the NAACP, the ACLU, all the leaders. They got to come together. I see Fitz shaking the head, but who else gonna do it, Fitz?
It damn sure ain't gonna be them. It ain't gonna be them because they ain't did shit.
The guy you talking about got to get with them.
Hey, what y'all feel about Killer Mike?
Oh, we just gonna be talking trash, man.
Killer Mike.
We talking trash.
No, Killer Mike, the artist. Killer Mike.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
I think I would like to talk with him. I mean, he could have a lot of good advice.
We went to elementary school together.
Yeah, there's a lot of black people out here with a lot of good advice, but you know what? Most of them, they doing it in little groups instead of everybody come together under one roof. Let's come up with something. Everybody even the people you don't like.
Watch this. Most of the thing that them people are doing is still part of the system that's been in that the last 50, 60 years. It's part of the system. It's still part of the system. We got to get out of the system. I think we got to break out the matrix. Right. Part of the solution is there's going to have to be more than one solution to cover so much.
Exactly. But we got to sit down and figure out what is it, man. We got to sit down and talk about how we gonna go about doing it instead of just talking about it year after year after year.
First thing we got, like Fu said, we got to have our own school. We got to teach the real history. I just sent y'all some stuff to your phone. Did you get the inventions I sent y'all?
Yeah.
There's more than that. I'm just sending you this. Okay, I wanted you to post those inventions, Rob. I sent them to your phone. I wanted you to post it up. Don't you know? I put all my money in my bank account. You can go to each urban neighborhood and ask them kids. Did they know those people invented that? They wouldn't even know that.
I got a piece of advice for everybody out there. And this is from me going to this event this past Saturday. Watch a documentary called Elementary Genocide.
I know about that.
Watch that right there. It'll put you in a different place mentally so you can start to see certain things. You'll be like, oh, okay, all right. And it's 3 parts to it. If I'm not mistaken, the first part is on Amazon Prime. For everybody out there, especially if you have children. But the crazy thing is, it applies to you too because it happened. It's been going through all the generations.
It happened to me.
Elementary Genocide, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, okay,
We talking about
It
like
happened to me.
that kindergarten prison pipeline theory.
Just watch it, fam. Just
You
watch it.
already brainwashed by school bell
happened
before
to
you
me.
even get out of school.
Get your
Right there,
kids
right
this book.
Okay, once again, the hell with all these books and documentaries.
That's a problem.
Let's move
Nah,
forward.
fam,
We
I can't
already
agree
know
with that.
about all this shit.
Nah. See,
No,
The hell with all
that
that.
right there, that's a problem. The
No,
fact
no.
you just said that is a problem because that proves the point of you want information hidden from people, put it in a book. That's an issue, bro. You can't say shit like that. That's bad. That's horrible. Because solutions that we want
What are we
are
doing
in
with the information?
documentaries
What
and
are
they
we
are
doing
in
with it?
books.
What are we doing with the information? Nothing.
Maybe if more people knew about the information, more shit would happen.
It can spark you can read a book, it can spark an idea, Rob.
Dude, it don't take everybody ain't gonna be on damn. It got to take a group of people.
No.
We got to get a coalition, a group
How
together.
the fuck do you think you get the group of the coalition?
Hey,
Everybody ain't gonna damn be educated, man.
and see, and this is why
Everybody ain't meant to goddamn do this shit.
He gonna start a book club.
And this is why I said we need a fucking damn reset because some old motherfuckers just
I
set
love
their ways. They not gonna change.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
gotta start with the younger generation because
Yeah.
some people our age and older, they just
Yo.
like, man, fuck it. I'm not trying to do nothing new. My mama still use a fucking typewriter, my dude. A typewriter.
Yes.
I gave her laptop after laptop. She's like, no, I want my typewriter. You just ain't gonna change it.
She
So-
handing out pieces of paper.
Right.
Stationary.
And what Fu said about that elementary genocide, I went through that. I
Yeah.
experienced that.
Especially
I
in Adamsville.
experienced that.
So what we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it?
They still training it, Rob. They still doing it.
Hey,
How we gonna fix it? That's what I'm talking about. How the hell we gonna fix it? Let's start fixing the problems. Stop talking about them. We talk about them too much.
it's a disturbance right now. We can make an internet school. We can. All right, my kids going to school on the tablets. All right, now if we was to make some kind of black cultural school, we can use that. Just what we doing here as a way to. It's another school that they could enroll into. You know what I mean?
We over 2 hours. It's time for parting remarks. We over 2 hours. It's time for our parting remarks.
I give you
Dog,
we is over 2 hours. We do part remarks, y'all. We finna get up out of this thing, man. Who going first with the part remarks, man?
I appreciate
I'll go.
y'all having me here.
I'll go. Check this out. I think, all of us need to, connect with our indigenous background and our heritage. For me, I'm playing through my, I'm Creek. I'm Muskogee Creek, that's originally from Georgia. Y'all didn't know. It's a town in Okmulgee. It's Okmulgee in Oklahoma. So I got a lot of action for myself through my indigenous, background. I ain't gonna say Indian or none of that. I'm indigenous to this landmass. You did what I'm saying?
don't say
So
Indian.
I think most of us need to, you really research that, man, and pull that up and use that, man, to your best ability, man. And then, I think all six of us need to come together and start the coalition, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine, Charisma, Fuqua, other little cat on, I think, it can start with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm out in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? We just make it work. You know what I mean? Make this shit work, man.
Yeah.
Next, pawn shot, pawn comment.
Nobody want to say that.
My parting shot is what I've been saying from the beginning, and I'm gonna touch on what I just said to Rob. First and foremost, every single week, hell, if you could do it every day, support a business from people who look like you. I do it consistently. I have at least 10 businesses that I support religiously that's owned by us. That's how you start circulating our dollar within our community. That's a start. Yep. Second thing is start educating yourself in depth with facts and everything like that based on books, on documentaries. So now you know where to go and move forward rather than just putting shit out there. And lastly, communicate with people who've been there, done that, who understand the struggle and who know how to get out of the struggle rather than just blowing smoke out your ass.
Mm.
Right on, right on.
All right, who next?
My parting shot is you got to do your own research, man. We got to stop. We have to, as a community, become stop being politically ignorant and being used by these establishment people. They only
Yes.
come around. They only come around every 4 or 6 years, pandering because they say this is the worst thing that's happening, and we need your vote. But where you at all the other time? Where you at in the community when you got communities that look like shit? You got neighborhoods that are ridden with boarded up houses and stuff like that. Where you at all these other times? But when it comes time to damn vote, you got people who is vote blue no matter who, but you don't even know their damn policy. You don't know what they stand for. You just voting just because it's fucking damn Democrat. And you think you're supposed to vote damn Democrat. So you have to do your own goddamn research. Stop watching damn CNN. Stop watching MSNBC. Stop watching goddamn Fox News because they're all paid for by the same motherfuckers that's ruling y'all.
All right. What's up?
Yeah. So I'm not really sure to say. I just want to say I appreciate being in this conversation, the stimulation. You know, the conversation is great. Small black. I have business. I'm a black-owned person with a business. I'm trying to say is I've never really been in no platform like this before. I try to meet guys like y'all all the time. I like to learn some more with y'all, have more conversations, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, my brother. All right, Black Man Charisma. What's up? You want to forego your parting shot?
Man, I'm telling you, man. Look, like, okay, this is. I've been saying it for years, man. I don't even know. I don't know what this. You know, we we in this weird system, man. I'm gonna say weird because we already know what the system is. We already know where it has brought us and where we're going. We just can't break away from it. We still chain, lock, ball, and chain. Knowledge is key, Robert. Reading is key, like Fu said. Knowing the knowledge. Get, people need to know the truth. I go around telling all colors the truth. I don't discriminate. See, the poison is because the other people don't know the truth. The other race that's supposed to be that's supposed to be oppressing us, they don't know the truth. They're getting their learning from the wrong sources as well. They getting false doctrine. They've been indoctrinated falsely all their life through millennia, through a family line, through family genetics, all their life. The reason why we're so destroyed and distraught within our culture, like I told my friend today, it's just like having a dog. Why do you think it's important to breed a dog with its same breed and pedigree? When you breed a dog with the same pedigree, it comes out immaculate. Everything is flourished and good. You take a purebred dog and breed it with a dog that's not of the same litter, what happens? The bloodline is broken. It won't sometimes it won't even listen to the master. It snap, it attack, and kill. That's the same thing what happened with our race. When they broke us up and had us sleeping with the mom, the aunt, the different races, and our different races of Africans from or people from Africa and different places like that, and mix up the bloodline. That's why today we look at each other with such an anger and anguish towards each other, because we've been diluted. We're not pure. We need to understand the truth. We need to all like Fu was saying, that elementary genocide, that's for real. All through elementary school, my teachers didn't know jack because they didn't know the truth. They didn't learn the facts and the true knowledge. And all they want to do was whoop you and contain you. They didn't want to teach you. They wanted to whoop you and force fake knowledge upon you that they learned out them fake books that were brought to our school, that was written in Texas, and they ain't know nothing. And that's what's going on, man. it was taught to them wrong, and they taught it to us wrong, and we came up learning the wrong thing, and it was just like a vicious cycle. That's the problem. We need to know the truth. Every race needs to know the truth. That's what it is. The truth will set everybody free. That is true fact. You don't know the truth, you're gonna perish. Everybody gonna perish. Straight up.
All right, man. I get that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of you from getting my part shot when you know what I'm saying? Tell y'all I appreciate all y'all guys, man. I appreciate all y'all for showing up, man. Everybody contribute some good information, man. Ain't nobody mad about nothing, you know what I'm saying? We just how we do it on this show, man. We go with it. We get it all out. We give out a lot of advice and a lot of opinions, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you know, God gave different people different skill sets. Some people can't handle information. That's why you got the guys some of you guys are good at getting information. And you have to trust some people. Sometimes you have to trust people to give you information because everybody ain't going to get in them books. Everybody ain't going to watch them documentaries. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody ain't going to be on the same page. You got to have a core group of people to put in the dirty work because everybody ain't going to put in the dirty work. Because at the end of the day, information is good, but what the hell you going to do with information once you get it? You know what I'm saying? Information is good, but you ain't doing shit with the information you got. We've been reading books and looking at documentaries for years, but we're still in the same place. So that let me know that we're not putting in the actions. We're not putting in the actions. Stop expecting everybody to get in them books because everybody can't do it. Everybody ain't good as you. Everybody can't understand stuff like y'all do. So they waiting on you to make your move so they can make their move. That's what we got to have. Like I was saying, the ACLU, the NAA, all these people got to come together under one tent. We got too many organizations that claim they represent black people. They got to come together as one and come up with a solution for our problem. We know what the problems is. We see the roach crawling on the wall. What we gonna do? Keep watching the roach crawl on the wall? We got to get the raid and spray that motherfucker and kill it. Until we start coming up with to start putting our solutions out there. We know what the problems is. We keep talking about the problem year after year after year after year after year. Who gonna start the solutions? That's what we waiting on. Who gonna start the solution? Or we just gonna keep spinning our damn wheels, man. That's how we doing, spinning our wheel, talking about what the problem is. It don't take a damn rocket science to see that it's systemic racism. It don't take a rocket science to see that shit. My solution is it's all about the money, man. We got to find a way to bring all our money together and find out a way to distribute it the right way to benefit us. That's what I think we got. That's the only solution I think. All this growing food and all this shit. Man, these folks ain't gonna let you take over their whole country. So we got to find a way to direct our money to a place that can better distribute it for us to be successful, man. And at the end of the day, I think we're gonna be all right, man. And I appreciate all y'all for coming in, logging on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, that's what we got to do, man. We got to come up with, start enacting our solutions. Stop talking about the problems, man. Everybody know what the problems are. It's a million problems, but we got to start fixing the problem one by one, and everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man, for coming on the show. I appreciate everybody who watched, text. Come back again next week, next Tuesday, for Overflow, the Everyday People Show. This is a show where people come on, anybody come on this damn show and give your opinion. This is what it's all about, man. It's like being on the street corner. We just doing it in a video form. And I appreciate all y'all, you know what I'm saying, for adding on, man. We can get up out of here, man. Appreciate it. We gonna be all right. Peace.
Hey, Emilio Pisano, man.
What's that, man?
That's a black woman that wrote all Shakespeare plays. Yeah.
Sign out, man. Sign out, man.
All right.
Seems like for you nothing happened. lot of loneliness. And all your friends have left and gone away.
That's when he shows up. So keep your head up, and get ready for a brand new day. For the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to the one who endureth to the end.
I don't know everything, but I know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause God can fix everything. He'll get you on through the night. Has anybody told you that your mountains will move? When you speak life to them, that you know you have the power to stand tall like a tower. Strong and mighty like him. Strong and mighty like my God.
And you don't have to push. You got around in the bush. Not consumed when your world is on fire. They say you can't shake it. They say you never make it. But the devil's a liar.
I don't know everything, but I know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause God can fix everything. They'll get you on through the night. I don't know everything, but I know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause God can fix everything. They'll get you on through the night. I don't know everything, but I know it's gonna be